Hey everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Hammond collection review. Today we take a look at the Isla Sorna Velociraptor Encounter Pack. Now you must be saying to yourself, this isn't Hammond collection packaging. That's because this set is an Amazon exclusive. But inside the flap, we do have the JP3 Female Velociraptor and JP3 Alan Grant, but we'll go over that packaging momentarily. So like I just said, this is an Amazon exclusive. It was first announced at I think the very beginning of November. No one had any idea when this thing was going to release, and then over the last couple of days, these have been shipping out to people that pre-ordered it. As of right now, this isn't in stock on Amazon site, but I'm still going to leave the link down below in the description. Hopefully, they get more of these. Amazon is either really good with their exclusives or really bad. For those of you that are Transformers fans, I really hope this set does not turn into a thrust and dirge situation. The set retails for $29.99, which is pretty much the price you pay for these two figures if they were sold separately. So let's go over the package really quick. Let's just get all these flaps back in here and take a look at all this wonderful, wonderful cardboard. If you're an inbox collector, this packaging is probably going to really piss you off. But yeah, we got the Jurassic World logo up here, a bunch of other crap on the side. We do have Survival Instincts, and that is the name of the Jurassic World Amazon exclusive, from the Snap Squad 4-packs to the other multi-packs of figures that they have sold over the years have that Survival Instinct branded on the back of the box. Not much, just the shipping label from Mattel to Amazon. But opening up the flap, you do get some real nice artwork. Let's zoom out just a little bit. And we have the Hammond collection packaging. There is no window box right here. It's just cardboard's cut out. You can stick your finger in there. You got Grant, the Velociraptor, and this just pops out, and everything's nice and neat in the tray. And let me just readjust my camera so we can take a look at the top flap of the packaging. Right here, you can see we have some nice pictures of Grant and the female Velociraptor. I have to say, what is up with the female Velociraptor in the Jurassic World line? It has had a very rough release schedule. The first one was the Story Pack 1 way back in the day. It was part of the Legacy Collection. Came with just a repack of the regular, Jurassic Park Alan Grant. That got canceled. For those who are lucky, you could get it from Korea, and that set's just going for like hundreds of dollars right now. And then we have the new Legacy Collection Female Raptor, which got announced roughly around the same time as this. The less said about the Legacy Collection, the better. I just don't know why they're releasing the same figures in the Hammond Collection and Legacy Collection at the same time, when the Hammond Collection figures are far superior. And now we have this Amazon exclusive that is currently sold out. So yeah, really, weird, releases for the female Velociraptor. I don't know why Mattel hates it for whatever reason. Over here, we do have a picture of Grant from the movie while surrounded by the Velociraptor pack. Dr. Alan Grant decodes the pack's behavior and helps return the stolen eggs in order to escape a treacherous situation. So enough about the packaging. Let's crack this set open and take a closer look. And here is a 360-degree view of this set. I have to say, not a bad set. I like the female Velociraptor a lot. It's not perfect. A couple more paint apps, it would look a lot better, but it's definitely my favorite out of the 3 Velociraptors so far in the Hammond collection. It is definitely a lot better than the previously released JP3 Male Velociraptor. Alan Grant, he's okay. It's nice that we actually have, our first official Jurassic Park 3 human figure in the line, the one that came with the Legacy Collection Story Pack one. That's a repack of the JP1 Alan Grant, so that one did not count. Love the accessories he comes with. The backpack and the egg pouch is really neat. Yeah, like I said, like the Velociraptor, it's a good sculpt. The feet are oversized, but it's all stability. With Mattel, they got to make the Raptor's feet gigantic. Still not as big as the feet on the Legacy Collection release of the female Raptor. I always like the look of the female with that white coloration and the brown spine. It just makes them. The Sorna Raptors are just very unique compared to all the other Velociraptors that have shown up in the franchise. But all around, a really cool set, and I am happy with it. Now for some measurements. Alan Grant is your standard 3 3/4 inch figure, or about 9.5 centimeters. That'll make him 1/18 scale. For the female Velociraptor, she is 18 inches long from the tip of the snout to the tip of the tail, or about 20 centimeters, and about 3 1/4 inches tall to the top of the head, or 8 1/4 centimeters. So the Sorna Raptors are estimated between 9 and 12 feet long, or 3 to 4 meters. So I put the figure somewhere in the 113 to the 118 scale range. Now let's first take a look at Alan Grant. This figure might look like a simple repaint of the Hammond collection, but it's actually an entirely new sculpt. Everything is new on the figure, so let's just take out the Hammond collection one really quick so you can see the differences. Totally new body for this JP3 Alan Grant. I'm glad Mattel took the extra steps to make this a totally unique body mold. Let's get JP1 Grant out of the way, and let's pull in Alan and take a closer look. His head sculpt is a little bit better than the previous Hammond collection release, but still doesn't just nail, Sam Neill's likeness. He just looks a little puffy in the face. Maybe it's just me. His hat is done in brown. You got the black strap around the top of the hat. You got his JP3 shirt, all nicely done. Nice paint apps on that. He does have his wristwatch. You get a little bit of silver for the watch. Same thing with the belt. You have a nice belt with a silver belt buckle, gray pants, and you got some nice brown boots. So all in all, a very nicely painted figure. For articulation, head can turn side to side. Look up a little bit, look down a little bit. Arms can go 90 degrees, rotate. You get about 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Let's get the camera focused in on that. You do get wrist articulation and rotation. Absolutely hate the waist on these Hammond collection figures. You get very little turn. You do get like a decent ab crunch, as I almost just knocked over my studio light. Let's jump right back into it. Yeah, don't like the waist articulation on these. It just does not work. The basic human figures have much better waist articulation. You do the full splits. Legs can kick out that far. Can't go back much because of the butt. You get nice deep bend on that knee joint, and you do get up, down, and side to side movement on that ankle joint. So the articulation on these figures is pretty good. Now for accessories, you do get a pair of open palm hands for Alan. All you need to do is just pop out one of the hands. And did I get the right hand for this? Yes, I did. And you just pop that peg into the wrist, and then you can attach that open palm hand. Now for the other accessories, here is his backpack. It's just cast in green plastic, but it has a lot of nice details on it. You see the straps hanging off, pockets everywhere. Lots and lots of nice detail on here. You got the belt buckles, all really, really nicely done. And then the main accessory, we got the egg pouch, and inside it, it does open up, and it does house those very, very tiny eggs. So at least we have some storage for these, because I can see these easily getting lost. I can see down the line that this set will go for a lot of money if you have the eggs. Eggs are nicely done. You get a little bit of speckling in there to give them some more definition. They definitely look like the eggs from the movie, and you can just plop them back into the egg case. So yes, really, really neat accessory. Definitely need the eggs for these. Hopefully we get more Jurassic Park 3 human figures down the line, but this is definitely a good step. I'm actually appreciating all the love Jurassic Park 3 is getting from Mattel right now. We got the Raptors, the Ankylosaurus, we got the Critosaurus coming. So yeah, JP3 is getting some love that it does deserve. The movie's not awful. It does have its moments, but we definitely do need that Hammond collection Spinosaurus really soon. And now let's take a look at the female Velociraptor. Like I said earlier, this is my favorite of the 3 Hammond collection Velociraptors so far. So let's take a look at the head. You got the high nasal crest that the Sorna Raptors are known for. I'm having trouble remembering. I probably should look up pictures before I started doing this review. I thought the females had just a little bit of red on there. Might be getting mixed up with the males, but you do have the dark brown markings. You got the eye painted yellow with a black pupil. Unlike the other raptors that had the cat slip pupils, the Sorna Raptors had round pupils, which still makes them much more unique than most of the raptors in the franchise. I'm still not a fan of the screened look for the paint apps. The other earlier Hammond collection dinosaurs did not have this. Started noticing this with the JP3 Raptor. I just think in the Concavinator, I just think it looks terrible and just makes the quality not look that great. And going down to the mouth, you get the off yellow teeth, pink for the tongue, and the gums. Roof of the mouth is also painted pink. Here is a view from the top of the head. You get some nice markings right there. Very, very wide looking head. Should be a little bit more narrow, but it's probably to accommodate all that articulation. You got some more brown striping down the back. You do have these osteoderm bumps, which are, meant for the Jurassic World Raptors. I'm sure these molds are going to be used when we finally get the Raptor squad, but please, Mattel, take your time. I'm really enjoying all the original Charlie Raptors before we get the friggin' Raptor squad. Going down to the hands, hand claws are painted a nice glossy black color. And then going down to the body, on the underside, you do have this, maroon coloration for the belly and on the feet. You can smell the brown markings on the thighs, toe claws, all done in that glossy block paint. And then going down to the tail, you get some more of those brown markings that stop halfway down. I just wish the paint would continue for the majority of the tail. That always makes the figures look pretty much half finished. But all in all, I still really, really love the unique look of the female Raptor. I just think the white is just very stunning and just contrasts nicely with that brown. I do have a little bit of sloppy paint right here. I'll try to take it off, but hopefully I don't remove any of the other paint. Just, Mattel and their quality control has always been hit or miss since they got the line. Now for articulation, mouth can open up really far, close completely flush. You do have a joint right here for downward movement and side to side. The rest of the neck joint, you can get some downward, upward, and 360-degree rotation. Arms can move forwards, backwards. They're on a hinge, which allows you to swing them out. You do get articulation at the elbow, just over 90 degrees, and rotation on that joint. Going down to the legs, backwards, forwards. You do get a little bit of hip pivot at the knee. You get nice bend at the knee, and then at the feet, you get some downwards, upwards, and side to side movement on that joint. And for the tail, you get up, down, side to side, and you can rotate it 360 degrees if you feel like it. But the tail is made of a rubber flex material, so you can get some nice bends on that rubber wire in there. So all in all, the articulation on these figures is pretty good. I know a lot of people want wrist articulation on the Velociraptors, but that wrist is just so thin. They really have to beef it up just so that joint won't break, but I'm okay with that for now. Moving on with comparisons, first up here it is with the Hammond Collection JP1 Velociraptor. And next up here it is with the male Velociraptor. Like I said, the male, just really didn't live up to my expectation because we have that stellar Amber Collection one. Just the paint apps on here felt really, really lacking. I think the female is definitely much better done than the male. And next up here it is with the Concavinator. And let's talk about the size class for a second. The Concavinator is like in that $20 size class with most of the other large dinosaur figures. We really need another size class bigger than this. We need Stegosaurus and Carnotaurus, Allosaurus, and the only way it's going to work is if they add another size class to the line, because after this, the next size up is the T-Rex. There's nothing else in between those two size classes. I hope Mattel gets on the ball and introduces a new size class in the near future. And next up, let's just do a non-Hammond Collection figure. Here it is with the Beast of the Mesozoic Tyrannus. These are 1/18 scale, high quality articulated dinosaur action figures. If you're a fan of the Hammond Collection, I highly recommend checking out Beast of the Mesozoic. Yeah, the figures are a lot more money, but the quality is unmatched and they're scientifically accurate. And they're also a lot of fun the pose around with the Jurassic Collection. I love mixing and matching the Beast of the Mesozoic figures with my Jurassic. Just another play option for those interested. And lastly, here it is with the Hammond Collection T-Rex. So final thoughts on this Hammond Collection Amazon exclusive set. I really like it a lot, but the price point is fine. It's $29.99. It's the same price if you bought these two figures separately in the stores. I think the female Velociraptor turned out pretty good. There's some room for improvement, but it's definitely my favorite Raptor in the Hammond Collection right now. Alan Grant, he's a decent figure. I'm just happy that we finally have our first official, Jurassic Park 3 human figure. Love the egg accessories, the backpack, and the pouch. It's all, all comes together as a complete set. His head sculpt is a little lacking. He just looks a little puffy in my eyes. But other than that, a good set. I do highly recommend it. It's definitely a very sought after set. Everyone wants the female Raptor for their collection. Hopefully this set comes back into stock soon for those of you that missed the pre-order can have a chance to get their hands on it. And another thing, I wish Mattel was like more, forward with, how they're handling exclusive, like who's going to carry them, because this just like randomly popped up on Amazon. Everyone, scrambled to pre-order it. Hasbro, I collect a lot of Transformers. Obviously, you guys heard me mention it throughout many videos over the years. Hasbro always does big announcements, and they tell you who has the exclusive. Like Walmart, new Legacy figures are coming out. Here's the link. They go on sale up for pre-order at 1 p.m. Like, Mattel needs to do more of that. I know they do it with most of the stuff, but with the exclusive, they really, really need to handle it a little bit better, especially on the Amazon side. And like I said at the beginning of the video, that link to order this set is down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. I still have a bunch of new stuff coming in. I still got the P&F Maraxes coming in, the GR Toys the Pseudoceratops and Tyrannosaurus. I still got to get around to reviewing the juvenile Beast of the Mesozoic Rex, so I do have a lot of new reviews coming up on the channel, so stay tuned for all those. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on the channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys for the next one.